We are live, late night session with Dano Tawil from One More Time.
I don't even know why I'm so giddy, just more, anytime there's more softball to be played, and like I tell Kaskisi, anytime we can hecky, more softball,
There's more.
Lucky.
There's more. And from cold-blooded, red-hot cold-blooded, David DK Kassin, left fielder extraordinaire. Guys, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Dan and you. This is great.
This is great.
Fantastic.
DK, first time on the show, really.
Long time listener. First time.
First time caller, long time
yeah.
listener. Let's talk about cold-blooded first, real quick, because they entered Week 7. At the end of the day, they really needed to win both games in order to survive. They would have missed the playoffs, so that's 2 straight must-win games. They then had to play on Friday, beat the same team again.
Beat the same team 3 times.
3 times in a row in must-win games. No margin of error. And then today they lost game 1. We'll get to it. Suddenly they have another must-win game, win or go home, and they win it again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 must-win games that they won.
Mm-hmm.
That's cold-blooded. On the other hand, we have you guys, One More Time. Also, last week you lost to Rough and Rowdy the last day of the season. If you lose that game, you go home also.
Go home.
And then today, you lost game 1. You're losing game 2 late. You lose that game, you go home.
Yeah,
So-
backs have been up against the wall.
Up against the wall. Character building wins.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's get into it already. Dano, your game. You have Navy on the mound. You were catching game 1. Before the fans put their butts in the seat, you guys are down 2-0. What happened
It's
here?
crazy. Everything happened so quickly. Nate was hitting his spots early for sure. In the top of the first, we squandered a crazy opportunity. We were going to jump on them. We had first and second, 1 out. We grounded into a tough double play. Kind of took the wind out of our sails a bit. And
It wasn't just first and second. It was on via 2 walks. A.B. Saka was all over the place.
Yes, Saka
Yeah,
did
2
walk,
walks.
guys.
And Ruby Shalou, their best hitter this year, hit a ground ball to third, touch
Yeah.
third, throw to second or first,
through
whatever.
first, through
Classic.
first. No, yeah.
And got, Nanu Zolta made the play.
And then to come back the next inning, and he was behind Navy, and he couldn't get around it, but he put it to the right side with authority. And
I was very surprised you didn't
double.
go 4 outfielders with Nanu. You're not paying attention this year if you don't go 4 outfielders.
We made that adjustment right after that.
You
Right
did.
after that, we made that adjustment. I think for Nano. But then there was one time in the game where Navy asked Lewis if we wanted to go 4. We went 4 one time for Nano, and then the other 2 times didn't go 4. I don't know. It just with Navy, you just want to go after people. So you get lulled to sleep with that whole thing, and next thing you know, you're not playing 4 for Nano.
Okay, so you fell down 2-0 early. I think you brought it to 2-1, but then they went up 4-1. Now go fast forward to the 7th inning.
We brought the 4-2, right?
Before that, you have 2 men on. You're down 4-1. Your team seems a little dead. It reminded me of opening day where suddenly the bottom of your lineup again, out of nowhere, wakes up.
Wow.
And you have playoff Benster, not to be confused with Benster.
Hoodie Benster,
This is playoff Benster. Of course, in the playoffs, he's going to come up, boom, base hit. Then playoff Dano gets up there.
Playoff Dano.
Playoff Dano
Nothing
gets
better.
up, boom, base hit. Now it's 4-2.
What inning are we in?
We're in the
Top 7.
7th inning.
Wow.
Dano, and there was 2 outs this whole time. These guys get hit with 2 outs. Now comes up Bub.
Okay. Top of the order.
Dano's the tying run.
On first.
Dano's the go-ahead
Go-ahead
run
run.
at first. The tying run is at second, and then there's a runner on third. Bases loaded. Bub hits a 100-mile-an-hour ball over third base. That's
Just
an inch foul. Would have tied the game.
With Dana running, probably takes a lead. Rounding that bag.
And I noted it. I said, look who's on first base. The guy who got them that win in week 1, cutting the corners. Next pitch, A.B. Saka pitches some nasty
Change-up
pitch to
is,
Bub.
Off
Change-up curve, swing and a miss to end the game.
Wow.
And that hurts. That hurts.
It hurts,
Wow.
but I tell you, we've been bouncing back all year. We're the comeback kids, Everybody thinks that we're really the underdogs because you know, Navy and a supporting
Yeah,
cast of
Navy,
guys.
though.
Yeah, but still,
Underdog.
everybody knows that our handicap is we can't hit.
Sure.
But we can, you know, we can. We haven't showed it, but we can. We will, you know. We piece it together. We didn't have timely hitting. I was talking in the chat today, and when you think about it, we threatened a ton. We just didn't have timely hits, as Ray Esses alluded to so eloquently in our chat. So, you know, we're right there. We're right there.
Was Nate walking guys in game one?
He walked a couple guys, not
crazy.
too many.
And only one in game two. Lewis had him gorgeous.
They only gave up 4 or 5 hits in game one.
Yeah, we weren't making a lot of
Like
like
3,
there
4
were
walks.
tough plays. There were tough plays, but we didn't make a ton of plays.
He seemed
We
decent
pieced
that
it together.
down. I've never seen a team 1 win from the World Series that hasn't played a full game yet. You haven't
that's what
left the
everybody's
field
saying.
and said we finally played great today.
It's crazy.
It's the craziest thing I've ever seen, and yet maybe the best in the business is still just 1 win away from the World Series.
Go figure.
And I'll tell you, look out, they put themselves in danger now. They should be in the World Series. They were up 3-2, and now they're facing 1 game against Navy on Friday.
That was a crazy game. Down 2-0. We were up 2-0
That was
early.
game 2.
Game 2.
Okay,
yeah, but
go.
there you go. We were up 2-0 early. Then they just chip away 2-1, and we have bases loaded in 1 inning. We don't score. It's still 2-1. They come back 2-2. 3-2. Now at the end of the day, we're down in the dumps.
It's funny what they did also, Dan. You scored 2, like you said, you up 2-0. They scored 1 in 1 inning. The
Right.
next inning, they
This is
scored.
Saka?
Saka,
Yeah.
okay.
The next inning, Lookout scores another 1. Now it's 2-all. The next inning, they score another 1. 1 run
Building
in
the
3
picket
straight
fence
innings.
on it.
It's like torture.
Yeah.
It's like torture. 3 innings in a row, they score 1. It goes from 2-0, 2-1, 2-2. Now you're down 3-2, and it stays there until
But you
the
know what's
6th
so
inning.
key for that? Like, I wasn't obviously not at that game, but it's so key that you limit them to 1 run. You know,
Okay.
you didn't let them explode for 3-4 runs. Once you put up a crooked number,
Yeah, dude, it's
Well,
not,
it's-
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Hold
When
them at
people are
1.
up 3-2, and if they make it 5-2, say goodnight. You know,
Now
we
that
kept
team,
them at 3.
Steven Shalou's going to hit, Nanu's going to hit, and the great
Ali's
Ali
gonna hit.
Marshall is going to hit. The key with that team is Nate B can't be giving up walks or hits to Jody, Aharon Cohen, Teddy Braha, whoever else is in that lineup, Sal Dweck. Anyone after Ali can't be getting hit. After those
Yeah.
big 3, A.B. Saka, we want to give him a couple hits here and there. Okay, Carlos, 1 or 2 a week.
AB's batting cleanup.
I know.
You
He's
know,
batting
AB's
cleanup.
batting cleanup.
If
The
you
guy's
want to
batting
beat
cleanup.
that team, you
Saka
got to
with
shut
A.B.
them
Saka.
down.
AB's
wow,
second, yeah.
crazy.
Okay, now let's fast forward to where you guys made your comeback. Because now you're down 3-2. You're a couple of outs away from Lookout going to the World Series, and that's what it seemed like. I was there. It seemed like they were on their way to the World Series. You're 6 outs away.
And then just he opened the door with a lot of walks. you
Heidi
know?
Shamah had a big
Oh wait,
day. He never.
It was
He stepped up today. I think he was 4 for 5 with a walk,
Wow.
which
Yeah.
means he was on base 5 out of 6 times.
yeah.
And he led off this last inning. He got on base. Al Z got on
The
base
guy
right
does
after
work.
him.
Alz's also playoff LZ.
Playoff
We're talking about
LZ.
playoff
There's
LZ.
some guys that just really
Guys,
rise
we
in
have
the
a
playoffs.
lot of playoff performers, you
Yes.
know? And a lot of guys, we always say we're guys from all different neighborhoods, all different sects. You have religious guys, you have non-religious guys, you have these guys, you
It's
know.
a melting pot,
It's
if
a
you
melting
will.
pot. You have brothers. I mean, you have father sons. You have brothers. You have crazy stuff.
It's funny because
Crazy
your game
stuff.
has the Shalou brothers on opposite teams, the Zolta brothers on opposite teams. You have Mo Haber, you have Jackie Haber.
Crazy.
You have Nabi and Lewis on the same team. You
A lot
have
of great
the
games.
Esses brothers on the same team. Okay, now,
Got a little chippy also, fun fact.
oh, it got very
People
tricky.
calling each other Jidor, you know?
I heard
Somebody
about
called-
this,
Somebody
yes.
called Lewis Jidor. Nabi
Maybe
Freaked
we
out.
freaked out.
But Lewis,
And then Nabi called Maurice Haber Jidor.
Right,
And
but
Maurice
Maurice-
Haber was like, I'm not going to take that, you know?
but Lewis wears Grandpa on the back of his shirt.
does,
it
yeah, he
says
does.
Grandpa on the
Yeah,
back
he
of
probably
his shirt.
forgot that. He didn't connect the dots.
And Shalou, you know, that doesn't have a bad, you know, he called him Jidor.
He doesn't have a bad bone in his body, but I guess
But Nabi passed on that.
Maybe
He targeted
passed
that.
on
Good for
Maybe-
him.
So you're down
Good for him.
3-2. So talking about the comeback.
Yes.
down 3-2.
And then
I'll
you
tell
just-
you, this guy Sammy Esses,
Hitting the ball.
4 RBIs with his team's
Guys.
back
Right
against
field,
the
right field,
wall.
right field, right field.
Guy has a great, he does this little thing where he sits on it, sits on
With
it,
a closed
and
stance,
boom,
you know?
it explodes.
Explodes.
Unbelievable. The guy's
Yeah.
legit. And he's very, very slim these days.
He had 2 ribbies to go when you guys went up 2-0 in that game, and then he had 2 more ribbies later when it was 3-all. But wait, big at bat. You guys were down 3-2. Bub is up with men on second and third, nobody out.
up and down.
Bub had a rough day. He struck out to end game 1 with the bases loaded. Struck out. And then in game 2, he wasn't hitting the ball well. Maybe he was still thinking about game 1. I don't know. But now he gets up in game 2. He's got to either hit the ball to the outfield to tie this game or hit the ball to the right side.
Sure.
He hits it to the right side.
Los
To Los.
goes home with it.
I didn't like that Los went home with it. I didn't like it.
Goes home with it.
Los promises me he had him.
What happened at safe? Safe at the
Safe
plate?
at home, bad throw.
Wow,
Because the
I
throw
trust
went up
Los.
the
Los is so smooth. you know?
throwing up the first. For this guy, Los has been playing silky smooth,
Silky.
making every
Silky.
play. I agree with the play to go home.
I don't.
Just got to execute.
That was the
throw.
tying run. That was to make it
Tying
throw.
run.
Time
Yeah.
run, yeah.
How many outs?
None.
None.
I don't
Yeah.
mind to go home. I don't
Yeah,
mind
gotta
to
go
go
Okay,
home.
so I stand corrected then.
I mean, I don't know how far he was really, but
A good throw.
One
Good throw.
hopper, two hoppers.
Dude, good throw. He has him because up the line he even almost had him.
Okay.
You know?
He didn't get him at home. Now there's men on the corners. Still nobody out. 3-all, and you ended up scoring 4 that inning. That inning fell apart, unraveled for lookout, and you guys somehow, I don't know how your team does it.
Here we are.
here we are.
Here we are.
It's still here.
Here we are. Yeah,
He's still
yeah,
here.
you guys are crazy. You
Now
know?
you said your game got chippy.
Yeah, it was a
Your
little.
game was a picnic compared to what was going on at their game.
Here's my popcorn. You know, fuck up.
I mean,
It was crazy stuff. But wait, just back to their game. Like
Yeah.
now, I'm thinking about a game 3 between AB Sack and Navy.
Yeah.
Before the series started, I liked Lookout in a long series. Now you tell me there's one game. Give me Navy all day, every day.
you're
One
always
game.
going to take Navy in the one game.
I don't care who's on his team.
I don't care either.
Yeah.
No.
I agree with you.
Did you not?
One game, you're taking Navy, no matter what the situation is.
Absolutely.
So he's going to be favored in game 3, and he should get to the World Series.
How did their big 3 hit between Nanu, Shalu, and
Nanu
Allen?
was
They
great.
hit.
They all hit.
Okay, so you know,
I don't think Shalou hit. With
No?
respect, I'm not
Okay.
sure. I could be wrong.
You were there, Dan.
I
You
could
were
be
there.
wrong. But Ali hit and Nano hit. Yeah.
Nanu
Maurice Haber
hit.
hit also. Maurice Haber had like a gap or one. I don't
Well,
know.
don't forget the 2018 World Series in Baltimore. Who got that
How could you
game-winning
forget?
hit in
How could
Game
you
5?
forget?
You were
How could
there,
you
no?
forget?
How could you
Yeah.
forget?
you there?
How could you
Unbelievable.
forget?
Yes, I was there.
Okay, let's go to racetrack 1.
Oh, racetrack.
This game was these games. First of all,
Crazy.
the final scores. If you just look at the scoreboard, 2-1, 5-4. So you know these games were intense. Cold-blooded is the loudest team in the league, unless you have swimming on the field. So you have the 2 loudest teams on the field. There is so much passion. This guy Jacobatti brings an element to the game where if he's on the field, you know he's on the field. We're gonna get to his controversy for sure, but let's start with game 1. All right, let's start with game 1. You have before you sit down, Abe Haber puts them up 1-0 with a ribby in the first inning.
That was with 2 outs. You know, we got the first 2 guys out. We got Nate Patesh out, Fark out. Z gets on with a walk or a single, and then Abe Haber hits a shot to the left center gap. Z touched home before the ball hit the ground.
That's
you know?
what this team
And
does.
we're down 1-0 just like that.
You don't pay attention. You think you got Farka out, so you only have Z in your way. Somehow Z keeps scoring from Abe Haber, Stephen Batesh, David Rishty. Whoever's behind him is somehow getting this guy home at all times. And
Haber
he
had a
scores
great day
in
though.
3
Abe
steps.
Haber had a great day.
Abe Haber's phenomenal.
He's
player.
such a good guy, you know? I really love that kid.
Well, he's up for that sportsmanship award. No coincidence, the Dan Tawil sportsmanship award.
How did you
Also-
get that? That was in 2014, I
Yes.
think.
Also, Mike C is up for
Mike
that
C.
award, so I'm sure you guys are
I
fantastic.
voted Mike C.
You voted Mike C.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Now it's 1-0.
Yeah.
The score stays at 1-0 in the second, in the third, in the fourth, in the fifth, in the sixth, and on Dano, intense. Every pitch of this game,
And clean ball.
high
Clean ball.
octane, clean ball, great defense, outfielders covering gaps. Between your outfield and their outfield's very underrated.
Mhm.
Abe Haber's great out there. David Farka and Seth is great out there.
Oh, he's rated. David
But I'll
Farkas
tell you,
rated.
Max and Leo are both dealing in game 1. Dealing in game 1, a lot of 1, 2, 3 innings. We did leave a couple of guys on base. We felt like we were knocking at the door, hitting line drives right at their gloves. T-Pup made a couple of nice diving plays out and right. Definitely did. And then the top of the 7th came. And who was it? I think Hank led up with a single. Solly Tower with a single. Then we made an out. And then Leo's up in the slot. And that's when we brought in Sammy Towell.
This was a big moment
Yeah.
because Sammy
I already saw a
Towell-
video of that,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, you saw a video of that. Sammy Towell the whole game. This is no sketch. He really could not
He couldn't
walk.
walk.
Yeah.
He
He's
couldn't walk.
54 years old. His hamstring popped out of his leg, basically. He could not walk.
Gamer.
When he saw him getting up there, he's like, wow, this is a big moment. This is a big
And
moment.
I looked at him, I'm like, Sammy, you got this? You got this? And he's like, yeah, I got this. I want this, you know? You want the moment.
They really got him in the shift because he smoked that ball.
Yeah.
You know,
Got
but
him in
just,
the
just
shift.
right to a guy. You know, right to a guy.
Hit the ball straight to
One
Rishty,
hopper,
A
and
one-hopper.
Rishty made a horrible throw to second. If he makes a good throw, you have two because
Easy double
Sammy
play.
can't move.
That was the problem with putting on. If he hits the ball on the ground, it's an automatic double play.
Right.
That's the
Automatic.
only reason I didn't love the move there because it's a double play. However, you had a man on third at the moment,
Yeah,
right?
it was first and second.
Oh, first and second.
Then that hit when everyone's safe. So it's bases loaded, one out.
Right.
Mike C to the plate. Sportsman nomination of the year.
Yes.
And Mike C had a great at bat.
Yeah.
Also,
3 minute
maybe
at-bat.
Maybe 3-4 minute at bat. Maybe 8 pitches. He hit one down a smoker down the left field line. That's 6-7 inches foul. Would have cleared the bases probably.
By the way, Abe Haber let that
Yeah.
ball drop.
Smart.
Right
Just
play.
smart.
Just head
heady,
up.
heady,
They're,
heady.
they're a smart
Heady.
team.
Heady.
Yeah.
He ran there, he got under it, and then he's ready to drop.
One more time, we're
catching.
catching that ball.
One more
You know,
time, catching
we are
that ball.
catching that ball. I promise you that. We're catching that ball. But that's what I love about us, man.
Right.
We're gonna be the guys that know. But by the way, even if we win the championship, everybody's gonna be like, "Wow, talk about a team that shouldn't have won the championship."
For sure.
No.
There's
Screw
so many
you
of those
guys.
teams that
Screw
shouldn't have won
you
that win,
guys,
you know?
There are teams that shouldn't have won that win, he's right.
If we win, we deserve to
The
win.
win, that's it.
Okay,
Absolutely.
first win, and then
I'm
worry
just
about
saying.
the
I'm just
people,
saying.
what
I'm
they
just
say.
saying. There's a lot of people in that way. Yes,
Okay,
yes,
fine.
yes,
All right.
yes.
So
All
we
right.
go back to this game.
Yes, sir.
Abe Haber lets the ball drop. Now, Abe Haber lets the ball drop. Mike C is still battling, and it's great at bat.
Great at bat. Mike C battled back from 0-2. It's 2-2 now. He hits a classic two-hopper, 1 or 2-hopper to Naby. We're thinking, oh shit. Here's the double play. Thinking he's stepping on third. He bobbled the ball a little bit. They only got the out at third, force at third. Run scored.
Tie
the game. Tie the game. First and second, now 2 outs. DK comes up. It's a lazy pop-up. Back out to the field. Yeah.
But cold-blooded didn't.
Never panic. They never panic.
They tied the game again. Like, you
I was
couldn't
at
believe it.
Yeah, I was at that game Friday. They're very, very,
You didn't feel like they were going to
Solid
tie
team.
the game
Solid
there, and they did. Like,
Yeah.
I was
Solid
surprised. I didn't see it coming.
Mhm.
Now they tied the game at 1. Now we go to the bottom of the 7th. Now swimming, this is their MO. They give up a run, they score right away.
Yeah.
They don't like losing for too long or tied for too long. The second other team scores, they respond immediately. You can laugh all you
I
want.
didn't say anything. I
But
love
this is
them.
what they
They're
do.
Great. They're great.
love them?
This is what they do. Okay, go. Take us through the
Okay,
bottom of the 7th.
I don't remember. Maybe I think D. Rishty got a base hit.
Okay.
Maybe there was 1 out or something, and they pinch run Rudy Sackett to him. Max CD steps to the plate,
And there's 1 out, correct.
and there's
yes.
1 out. Max steps to the plate and hits a smoker to the left center field gap. Maybe you got to think Ruby's going first to third. The ball got a little bobbled out there, and next thing you know, they're rounding third, missed the cutoff, game over just like that.
Jacob was already coming to the plate. He knew he had a man on third, 1 out. All he's got to do is fly out, and they could win this
Yeah,
game.
well.
And all of a sudden, Jake bobbled it. He
Mhm.
didn't
Jake
feel. He
bobbled it.
ran to the gap to cut it off. He bobbled it, and then there was never a play at home or anything. And they won the game. They went nuts. They were cheering and everything. They
I
walked
heard
off.
the circle huddle.
Yes,
It's like, oh.
they were going nuts. Okay, so now swimming wins that game. 10-minute break in between games. Top of the first, they're on the road in game 2. 2-0 swimming.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
You think say goodnight. You know,
You
pack your
think say
bags.
goodnight. Now,
And I think it was again Abe Haber. I think
Yes.
it was Abe Haber.
Abe Haber's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Next inning, Z comes up. Looks like a 2-run homer. According to Sandy Shalom, that's a reliable source. Z comes up, a 2-run homer would have made it 4-0, and he's saying DK covered a lot of
I heard
ground.
Angels in the
Scorched
outfield.
it.
Moving
Scorched
back.
it, yeah.
Take us through the play, and that's a hilly
Yeah,
outfield
Hilly
as well.
outfield. He hit a bomb, and I just came across, and the ball was still rising, so I had to make like a little bit of a jump. And at the time, we're thinking great play, but we didn't realize that, it kind of like kept the game at 2.
In reach.
Yeah, if that lands, it's 4-0.
Right.
Easy home run.
And then it's party time for
Then
swimming.
it's party
4-0
time,
is
and we're in the dumps. We're
for sure.
yeah.
Wow. Crazy.
Somehow you keep it at 2-0. We fast forward to the 4th or 5th inning, I'd say,
I
somewhere
want to say
around
bottom
there.
4.
Okay. They scored 2 runs. I don't remember how you
We
scored those
scored
2.
2. That was with the Jigga collision at the plate.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. This is a major play. This is a major play.
Major play.
Ball was. Did they score 2 on that? You guys scored 2 on that play, or
We
you
scored
already
2 on
scored
that play. I
on
was
that
on
play?
second, and someone was on third.
Okay. Basic goes to center.
Jake Dweck hit that. Jake Dweck hit that.
Jake Dweck hit the ball.
Yeah.
Clearly, the guy from third scores. It's 2-1. DK rounding third. Farka has the ball.
Laser.
He guns it. One hopper to Jigga, a little bit up the line, a drop up the line, and it brings Jigga. Jigga's got to field the ball, brings him right in front of the plate.
Towards the fence area, you know?
At the same moment,
Up the third base line.
Yeah.
the same moment, he's barreling down the line. And you just see it all developing. Ball, Jigga, DK, all coming together at the same time.
I don't know, man. DK's out. You know,
not-
I don't understand.
I'll tell you.
Like everybody's explaining it to me,
I'll tell you.
and Kaskisi barreled into him. He's out.
No.
I'll tell you
He's
what
out.
happened. I'll tell you what
I
happened.
don't know what
So,
to tell you.
so
you
as
know?
I'm coming around third, I'm thinking I'm going to the outside of the plate, towards the
Okay.
fence, and just trying to get my hand in there. Hand there.
Willie Mays
A la
hand.
Los. You know,
Yes,
I
a la
almost
Los.
did that the other day. I
Yes,
love
yes,
that
yes.
slide.
That's exactly what
That's
it
what I was
was.
thinking.
Slow slide. Yes.
And all of a sudden, the ball's there, and I'm like, holy cow, what the hell just happened? And my chest is sitting, Jigga's on the floor, I don't know what's going on. And the ump calls me safe initially, and then I see
a brouhaha, a
No.
melee.
no, not a melee, just the Blues got together,
Sure.
and now I'm thinking they're definitely calling me out. You know,
Right.
I had no idea what happened. It happened so quick.
So what happened was I had a great vantage point to it. Like I said, everything's coming together at one time. Jigga really had to come, and where the ball was thrown, he had to come field it, and it put him right in front of the plate. He was coming around Jigga. That's how I saw it, honestly.
And the ball pulled him into me. So I
The
didn't really
ball
get a
pulled
chance
him
to
into
slow.
him.
There is-
Jacob somehow fielded his ball. Farka threw a laser on one hop. That's not an easy thing
So
to
Jigga
field.
was like a wide receiver going up the middle, just led into the
The
cornerback.
second he fielded it,
It was the bang
he was
bang,
coming
really bang
around
bang.
and they collided shoulders, and DK fell on top of Jigga. The only reason he was not out by via a tag was because the ball popped up from Jigga's glove for a moment and then came down again. But he fielded that ball.
You have that on video?
I have it on video. It would have been a tremendous play. It would have been tremendous.
But we tied the game, okay?
But they tied the game.
Tied the game.
And I thought honestly it was a clean, tough play. Listen, if you catch her, you're gonna get touched.
Yeah, you're gonna get touched.
I mean, come on.
You've been there.
I've been there. We've all been there. And that's what it is. I know you don't block the plate, don't this, don't that, but at some point you're gonna get touched if you're the catcher.
Sure.
That's the bottom line. Okay, now the score's 2-2. But what I tell you, as soon as
Right
the other
back to
team
the top
scores,
of the fifth.
swimming, boom, 4-2.
This was a mental lapse really on our part. They had first and second one out, and someone hit a tough shot to right field, and David Rishty was actually on second base. Tags up. We thought he kind of left early, and so the ball comes in, and now we're trying to, we're appealing. He left early, clear. D. Rishty runs third, scores on the
Double
thing.
tag from
It was
Diversity.
a brain fart, I guess, and
Yeah,
we-
let's call
we tried-
time, and then we'll
we tried
deal.
to throw it home.
Yeah.
Then ball rolls away. The guy from first goes to second. So now Jigga comes up, got a nice shot, RBI. Now they're up 4-2, just like that.
Yeah, Jigga, big hit there.
Jigga, nice.
So when Jigga adds that fourth run, instead of 3-2 makes it 4-2, you're like, wow, they
This
just
is the
scored
fifth
2.
inning now, no?
They just scored 2.
Mhm.
This
Yeah.
game's over.
Right.
This game is for sure over. Okay. Now we go to the where do we go, DK? Fifth
I
inning?
think it was bottom five.
Bottom five.
five.
Cold Blooded is the home team, of course.
Yeah,
And trying to think how you guys
I'll
score
tell you.
these
I'll tell
runs
you.
now.
I think I led off the inning. I got on with an infield single.
And you're the 10 batter.
I was the 10 batter.
Okay, now you have top of the order all of a sudden.
Yeah, got on with an infield single. Then I think Jackie Eshko maybe moved me over, hit the ball to the right side. I think I'm on second base. Now Jake Dweck's up. Jake flew out.
Okay.
No advance.
So now we're at 2 outs, man, on second. Nothing doing.
And now
4-2
Chakabatty's
games.
up.
Jacobati's up now. And I don't know what happened. I'm kind of blinking on this, but I know it was second and third. Jackson second, I'm on third.
Okay.
Maybe like I don't know, but he made it to second. He was kind of dancing.
Yeah.
between
He
first and second.
hit a
What was
base
that
hit.
play? How come I didn't score then?
He did a base hit, you got to third. Now it's first
Oh,
and
yeah,
third.
yeah, yeah.
He went halfway. They're not going to first throw the ball, let you dance, let you come home, that.
So they give him second.
Basically,
Give him second.
he trots into second. Now it's second and third.
Eshko up.
Okay, Eshko up.
This is where it gets fun.
0-2 count. Jigga sets up outside to go for the strikeout.
Mhm.
Jack, standing on second, goes outside. Maxie D's like this, about to pitch. He turns around. He's like, "Well, what are you doing?"
Mhm.
Now swimming is fuming.
Livid.
They're livid, and all hell breaks loose.
Oh my
Jack
God.
is being attacked by all the swimmers because not the best move to say outside, and he's saying I'm allowed to do that. So Tempers are flaring left and right. Bush League, this, that, or whatever. Bottom line is, Abadi stays on second, DK's on third. Jake comes up, right?
No,
Was it?
Joe Eshko.
Oh, Joe Esch goes up, the captain.
Laces a single.
There was a debate, should you walk him, should you not? He's the go-ahead run. Max Indeed is like on fire all year. It's 0-2 already. They pitched him. He laces a clean single, 2-run score. He gets the second on the throw home. It's now 4-all. Next guy comes up, Raw Dog. Ground ball to D. Rishty, second base. Rishty's got to make the play. Again, he didn't make the play. Base hit, Raw Dog, run scores, 5-4 swimming. Okay.
I want to go back to that Jack Abadi thing.
Go to
with-
it.
Behind on second base.
Mhm.
That's baseball. That's baseball. When there's a runner on second, they're going to give him the sign, let's say, and it's up to the catcher and the pitcher to change the signs. It's not cheating. There's no technology being used. They're not banging on trash cans. It's absolutely legal.
I agree.
What do you think of that?
If Jack Abadi's behind the plate, you know, like behind the gate and telling him where he's setting up, illegal. But he's on second
But still,
base.
even why must
I'm
that's
saying-
legal?
But no, that's not
No?
legal. That's not legal. I would think that he's in the dugout there. The fact that he was
fine.
on, that's why I kept asking you, where's Jabadi?
He's on
Where's
the-
Jabadi?
he's on the
He's
field
on
of
the
play.
field. He's on second base. He's peering into the gas. Jigga's gotta move out last second. You know, you know, like they have to have a plan. They have to change the signs. Something, you know, stop it and gather. Not like, oh, swimming's
Bill
swimming's
Belichick
Bib
for
King
you,
now.
you know?
You can't.
To me, I'm good with Abadi giving a signal one way Jacob is. I'm not good with him announcing where he is out loud.
All right, we didn't plan
I
this,
think
you know?
he's got to
It's
be a little
spur
bit
of the
more
moment.
He's doing the
discreet.
signs. You can't
Yeah,
say,
Blue 22.
If he wants to point with his hands, if he wants to give a signal,
okay.
he wants to pick up his hat, the guy's outside,
Okay.
whatever. He wants to figure something out like that. If you outwardly say outside,
I hear. I don't know.
I don't
torn.
love it. I
I'm
don't
torn.
love it.
They took real offense to it.
I've
Then
never.
they got pissed.
I gotta
they were
say-
pissed. They were pissed.
I don't think I've never seen it when I was playing. Someone announced from second base where I was setting up.
Never seen it either.
Maybe I never noticed it.
Seen the
Maybe they
game.
were
Yeah,
doing something.
never
But to
seen it.
say verbally, anyway, Jack. Okay, fine. That inning ended. They scored
5-4.
3, 5-4. Swimming was rattled. Swimming was rattled from this. They were also rattled that they gave up with 2 outs. Like we just went through the inning. All this happened with 2 outs, and they blew the lead. They were a few outs away
Very
from the World
unswimming-like,
Series.
yeah, very.
Unswimming-like. 5-4. Credit Leo. Credit the defense.
Leo was great today.
This guy Leo is a
Leo
game
was
away from the World
great.
Series. He's the defending champion. The
I thought
defending champion. And
Leo was great.
I gotta
today.
say, me and Sandy could not understand something. After this inning, you guys are on cloud 9.
Mhm.
Yep, 5-4. Leo got totally rattled from nothing. I don't know what the hell was going on.
Walked a couple of guys, maybe.
Maybe he walked a guy. Now it's 2-0. He gets off the mound. He goes behind the plate and he's telling Turner where to sit and how to catch. Me and Sandy were like, "What is going on here? Cold-blooded should be rolling along, playing quick, bing bang boom." And instead,
That
Leo
was deliberate, yeah.
gassed. I couldn't understand it. You'll see the video on that also. It was just very strange.
Mhm.
Anyway, fast forward to the 7th, 2 outs, nobody on. David Farka up. Boom, base hit. Now Z's up. Walk. All of a sudden, this team's back in business. Tying run at second in Farka. Go ahead run at first in Z. Speed on the base paths. And the most dangerous guy, Abe Haber, up again. He hits a slow grounder to Hank. Makes the play, but he has to like charge in, field it, pump,
Very tough
throw. Tough play. Not too many people make this
that
play.
play.
He threw a strike. If he doesn't, Farka's already halfway past
Yeah.
third, rounding, ready to tie the game. He makes the play, cold-blooded wins. And this is where now Batty says, I didn't respond to you when I was on second base, and you called me all
They were
these
chirping at it for
names.
2 innings.
They were chirping.
And,
They
and,
were
and,
chirping.
and,
calling
he,
him,
and,
you
and
know.
he swallowed it?
He swallowed it
Wow.
until the last out of the game
And then
was
he,
made.
Serenity Now, Insanity Later, and he fucked.
Serenity now, Sanity later. He went straight to their bench.
Good for him.
T Puppy
He
got in his face. By the way, T Puppy robbed him of a home run in one of these games.
Yeah. I said
A
T.
baddie
Puppy
hit a
really
bomb
well.
to right,
Yeah.
and T Puppy go back.
Yeah, dude, he flashes some leather.
Okay, anyway,
What a game.
Always look like
What
he's
a
gonna miss
game.
it, but
What
he
a
makes every
game.
catch, you know?
Yeah.
if Zach and Joe Eshko weren't there, and Sandy, those three guys weren't there, there would have been a fist fight.
So what did he say?
after
What did he
this
say to them?
game.
What did he say to them?
You called me this, F you, F this, F that. Both,
Gotta be there.
both
You have
of
that
them.
on video?
We have everything on video. With
Wait,
a
how come
line
you don't,
myself.
you don't send that? You don't say you gotta
Dana,
send
give
that.
me a chance to.
Yeah.
I had Saul's birthday
Yeah,
party
yeah.
just now.
But I want to see the
I'm wearing a
brouhaha.
party
I
shirt
had to get
here.
a
I had
ticket to
a,
that event.
I had a Rager. I had a bracelet on and everything. Give me a chance to go through the highlights, and we'll send everything.
Dan's itching for some footage.
You're right.
But I'm telling you, there is no love lost
Oh,
between cold-blooded and swimming. These teams do not like each other. One of them was this 12-2 team that assumes they're going to win the World Series, and the other one is this scrappy team that started 1-3, 5-7, needed 3-4 wins in a row just to get there, needed to play on Friday just to get there,
Oh.
down late in the second game. And now they're even. One more game to see which
Crazy.
one of
You
these
can't
teams
script
get to the
this.
World
Couldn't have
Series.
scripted it better.
Can't
Can't
script
script it
this,
better.
huh?
So what's the story for Friday?
Friday is going to be the most unbelievable day, okay? We have 2:30 p.m. 2:30 p.m., Dano. Midday Friday.
Sick.
You have swimming and cold-blooded.
Wow.
You can watch the first few innings of that game, but at 3:15 on the other field, boom, you have
Staggered
Navy.
starts. Fantastic.
That's called a staggered start in the network world. You have
Unbelievable.
Navy and AB Saka going over there. By the time they're in the third inning, you're going to be watching the end of the swimming game.
We're on Fireman's?
And Fireman's is done. Fireman's is
Even for
now a
Fridays?
soccer
Even for
field.
Fridays?
Yes. Fireman's is officially
We can
soccer
get used to the
season.
track, dude. I like what you said with the bring your British chest. Was there a nice crowd?
Yeah, we had some people. Yeah,
Had
for
some
sure.
people.
Your game had a lot of
Yeah,
people.
we had a lot of people.
Your game had a lot of people.
It's
Swimming
really
has their whole entourage,
It's
you know?
crazy.
I like you say it's only 8 minutes. It's really not.
It's 8 more
a-
minutes, and the field is perfection.
Yeah.
The batter's box is not 4 feet below sea level.
Right.
You know,
Right,
it's,
right.
Yes,
it's
yes,
an
very
unbelievable
key.
field. Okay, so by the time their game ends, whoever wins, you're gonna know one team is in the World Series, cold-blooded or swimming, and then we're gonna walk to your field,
It'd be crazy.
and boom, you're gonna be in like the 5th inning or something.
Crazy.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So
Wow.
now, today was very hard because both games, the team that won game 1 was winning game 2, and at the same moment it
Relinquished
changed.
it. Wow.
So we were running back and forth. We didn't know what field to be at. It was so crazy. It looked like it was going to be 2 sweeps, and then in 10 minutes it became 2 splits. So now we enter today 4 teams. We leave today with the same 4 teams. We enter today 2 of 3. We leave today 1 game playoff to get to the World
Unbelievable.
Series. And you guys nervous, excited?
Excited.
What is the feeling? What is the?
Excited. House money, you know, and knowing that we haven't played our best softball yet, you know, so much for us to go.
Will you ever play your best softball this year?
I think so.
Great question.
I think so.
Will you leave and
I
say
think
we
so.
never played good?
I think so. You know, there's gonna be a game. There's gonna down the stretch here 4 more wins. You know, where we play clean softball. You know, there hasn't been a game where we play error-free ball. We're gonna be error-free.
The Shamah Brothers today.
Had Mo
Played great. Moshe also was walked 3 times on base.
Game 1,
H
0
was
for
on.
0 with 3 walks in the 2-hole.
Love that.
He actually
Three
got
singles.
pissed that he was walking, so like he chased a high pitch in his first or second at bat or whatever. You know, I was like, Mo, don't be so mad. You're on base all the time.
Yeah,
you
If
know?
you're in the 2-hole, you
know?
can't be
But he wants to
upset
drive
walking.
it. He wants
Yeah, but
to, you know.
if you're batting 2, you have your lineup right behind you. 3, 4, 5 right behind you.
H is money.
You got to be thrilled that you're walking. And H, like we said, 4 for 5 with a walk. So these 2 guys, they know when it's playoff time, and they turn it
Yeah.
on. Okay, your team. What's your head at? What's the?
We're excited. We love being the backs against the wall. 4-0 with our backs against the wall.
Right.
Do or die game. We're very excited. I'll tell you, the Friday game against Mo Cass's team, ton of jitters, nervous. You know, 1 game, you go home, this and that. And today I feel like we came to the field a little more calm and ready to take care of business. We left with a split, which is okay. And the defense is really just playing phenomenal. Sally Towers playing a
Great.
Golden Glove right field.
Great in right field.
Insane.
By the way, today
Insane.
felt more like a regular game because Sunday morning,
Yeah.
8:30,
Your routine.
racetrack,
Yeah.
not the firemen's, but I think on Friday you're gonna feel that Friday feeling again. There's
Friday
nothing
jitters,
like
yep.
the YMSL Friday afternoon games. The first few
Special.
innings are nerve
The
wracking.
best. The bestest.
They're nerve wracking.
Yeah, for sure.
By the way, your game against the ones who knock, that team, made a bunch of
They
mistakes.
let us off the hook.
They
They let
let
us
you
off the hook.
off the hook. It's crazy.
But that's softball.
That's softball.
That's
They
softball.
ran themselves out
You know,
of
like
innings.
who's gonna let the other guy off the hook? You know.
Forget the last inning with the Avi running off first. They ran themselves out of 2 other innings.
What about Kushner had a triple with nobody out early in that game?
Yeah.
They went up 1-0. The catcher, Turner,
Oh,
threw the ball. It looked like it was going to you in left field, basically. It would have been a 2-run homer.
yeah.
Dude, I'm
Hank
doing a
somehow
show.
caught the
What's
ball. Dano, please.
Bye.
Dano.
She knows I'm outside.
Yeah,
Hank
yeah.
somehow caught the ball. Kushner stays on third. There's nobody out man on third. He never scored that inning.
Yep.
One mistake. Another mistake later on. They had a ton of base running mistakes in this game. And then the controversial play. They walked a baddie with nobody on.
Yes.
As the game-winning run.
Yes.
The game-winning runner. It's like, and they walked him. They put him on first with 1 out, nobody on.
You understand the thought process, you know, but you also say, 40% chance that he makes out, you know? So you gotta, then giving him a free single. But they're thinking even his single is a double.
Yeah, 40%
You know, like,
chance it's a double.
But you
know
know,
what I mean?
before, yeah, for sure.
If you look at his stats, he doesn't hit singles. He
Right.
hits doubles,
His
triples,
singles are
and
doubles,
homers.
yeah.
So you could look at it that way. If you play in the moon, he's taking that big turn and taking
For
two.
sure, for
Farka
sure.
does the same thing. They don't single these guys. They only double. But it came back to bite them because actually it sort of worked because the next guy hit a chopper right to the
Eliezer
short
didn't make
center.
the play. You know?
John didn't cover second.
No one covered that. That was so big.
Yeah.
And Jack slid in head first. No one covered.
Avi made that play. There was nobody
He
there.
didn't just slide in second in head first. He got to second base and he looked at the short center, the short center.
Yeah.
Let's go,
Yeah.
let's
That's
go.
a baddie. That's a baddie being a baddie.
It was like a football celebration on a
great.
softball field, you know?
great.
He's just a dynamic player, you know?
Wild. And then one not gets a big hit from Hank. And,
Cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded gets the big hit from Hank. And in just 1 week, we say goodbye to DX. We say goodbye to the ones who knock. That was a Tuesday night,
Friday.
a Friday. And then today, I thought we were saying goodbye to 2 teams today.
Nope.
In the
Did we
fifth inning
formally
of
say
game
goodbye
2.
to JT? Did we
Yeah.
formally say goodbye to JT?
We were so happy to say goodbye to JT in the rain. That's why we played in the rain that day.
Right.
That's why I called you all out of bed that morning. Just to say, wait, we have an opportunity to dismiss JT out of the league one more time. And by the way, JT without Dano, once again, no playoffs. I mean, Philadelphia didn't show up for the playoffs last year. He
Yeah.
has a terrible history with the Twins, the White Sox, the Red Sox. And now with Arizona, doesn't make the
I'm
playoffs.
putting my name back in the jackpot. I gotta put my name back in. I
Wow.
think. I don't know. I hope. If that's allowed. I'm saying if we're gonna do a re-captain guess.
Yeah.
If that happens every year, I don't know. Are they gonna let you put another cap like the same guess?
I think
we'll
we
worry about
gotta-
it next time.
We'll
worry
put
about
our
it.
average in January, maybe?
Sorry, my bad.
I think we need to get a lot of new captains next year.
Wow.
I do. I think we maybe need to clean house and bring in a bunch of new
Love it.
captains. So many people are interested. Farka,
How could you not be? How could you not be?
Max Yedid would be interesting as a pitching captain. Jordy,
Naby's interested.
who?
Naby.
Naby's interested. What about Jordy? Jordy instead of
Yeah,
JT,
love that.
maybe.
Love that.
Could be interesting.
Very
Dano
interesting,
again.
very interesting.
Bub wants to be a captain.
Wow.
Um,
A lot
like
of
that.
guess.
I
A
like
lot of
that
guess.
Bub
A
as
lot
a
of
captain.
guess. A lot of guess.
I think it's very interesting.
I'll tell you, YMSL is hot right now.
Hot.
Trending.
DK,
Yeah.
give me a prediction in their game.
I will. Okay, so it's Friday, 3:15, right? Not 2:45. That's going to affect
3:15
my
I think.
decision.
Okay.
Sun, okay?
That's your it?
Yeah.
The shadows.
Yeah.
You're starting
For
in the
sure.
shadows.
No, absolutely.
you know?
You gotta like Lookout's offense much better, obviously, than One More Time's offense.
Clearly.
But I think the difference, Navy to AB Saka, is just much larger. And Navy in a one-game series, I gotta take Navy. And I'm going with Navy. That's why I think One More Time to advance in a one-run game. Yeah.
Very detailed.
You guys
Wow.
are scoring 3-4 runs max.
I got it.
You got it.
Dano, what do you think of their matchup?
I think they take it to each other again. It's high octane, but I think the team that just has done it all year, finds a way here, and swimming does it.
I didn't think you were going to pick
I think
swimming.
swimming does it.
I don't think
I
you
think
like
swimming
them
does
so much. And I
It's
don't
not
think
about
you're
liking them. You
Right.
know? Do I really
It's
don't like
business
them?
now.
I really don't like them. But nor do I like cold-blooded. But like everybody hates me
You
too.
barely like One More Time,
I'm saying nobody likes me. So whatever. We're all
Cold-blooded,
at each
by the
other's
way,
throat.
they didn't like each other until week 7. Now they seem to be coming
that's a
together.
sketch,
Yeah.
Oh, we love each other.
You're
They
a
don't-
clown, you know?
I don't even think you claim to love each other really. But
Now
you
they
love
do.
them.
Now they
We're
do.
banding
Yeah.
together.
You
and,
are?
Yeah, we're ready to take it. I'll tell
I
you.
gotta say, I love
I'll tell
Joe Eschko. I love Joe Eschko.
Joe
as a
Esco's
captain.
been hitting hot.
Yeah,
And also, Hank. Hank didn't have really such a great regular season, but playoff Hank is here to play.
Playoff
Making every
Hank.
play,
Okay.
hitting the ball on the nose. And yeah, I think the pieces are falling together. But again, it's going to be a close game. It's going to be who makes the least mistakes, who makes that extra throw, that the unnecessary throw.
Sure.
That's what the
Sammy
game is.
Tawil, I assume, will be back by Friday.
He told me
Not-
coming out of
not
the
look
parking
good.
lot, he said 5 more days. I have 5 days.
It's 5 more days. This guy will get treatment every single day. I mean, now you know Sammy. You played with him
Yeah.
all year.
Mhm.
And, Sammy's a little Majnoon, like we all are when it comes to softball. He will get a masseuse or whatever
Sure.
he's got to do every day
To get ready.
massaging that thing.
Dude, you're in the show.
I
why
I
sells
bet
the show?
anything he's playing that game on Friday. He's playing first base and he's hitting. That's my
I have him
opinion.
listed as doubtful, but we'll see
I'm going to
what
put the
happens.
Q. Questionable.
Questionable tag.
I'll go
Le-
probable. Just to,
questionable and leaning towards not playing. He didn't look good to me, But I think Sammy might find a way.
No,
Maybe it'll be a decoy.
we know who you're picking in the swimming cold-blooded game. We know you got swimming.
Okay.
Who are you picking in this game?
I have to go Nabi in one game. I just have to. But nobody likes A.B. Saka more than me. I put him on that level up there.
He's
Where
a dog.
I really think he gets overlooked. This guy in a playoff game,
Guts
he's
it.
got that mask
And he's
on,
good. He's
and
great.
he's sweating, and he's pissed off. He's tough, man.
He's tough.
He is tough, and he has the offense.
He's got a great team.
Great
That's a
team.
great team.
Great team.
It's. I would really pick him up against almost anybody, but one game, you have Nabi on the mound. Nabi hasn't been great this year. He's walked some people. I haven't, but his D hasn't been great behind him. But I can't pick against him in one game. I loved what you said earlier. 3-game series, you want to pick, look out. I'm with you. I could do that. One game, got to go with Nabi. And the same thing goes. Even though I think your roster is better than theirs, I gotta go Maxi Deed over Leo in one game.
Love
I
it.
just have to.
Love it.
I just have to. And Maxi Deed this year is better than anybody in any year. I
Sure.
mean, he's having an unbelievable season. He's got the D behind
Swings and
him.
lights out.
They lost. Ruby Saka had a rough game at short center. This guy's a gold glover. I mean, he's phenomenal. I can't picture him struggling in a game 3. I think they're going to get it together.
Yeah, he had a rough game too.
He had a rough game too. And if that's why they struggled today, I think they'll get over that. So, but you never know. Friday afternoon, it's just so much
Can't
pressure.
wait. Can't wait.
It's so much fun.
Get us there.
We need the weather to hold out for us on Friday
Are
because
you already hearing something?
talking to the weather gods as we speak. But we need the weather to hold out because this could be a historic day.
Historic day.
I don't remember a Friday with 2 games going on. I don't remember it
This is
ever.
great.
2
World Series clinching games.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Or, yeah, is that what it's
Crazy.
called?
Yeah.
The World Series clinching
Yeah.
games?
Just excited,
Yeah.
There's 4 teams at 2 o'clock that can get to the World Series. Before you sit down on Shabbat at your Friday night table, there's going to be a World Series set, and you're not going to have a lot of time because Sunday morning, boom,
Quick turnaround.
World Series national anthem, Hatikva, the flags, the lineups, everything, the music.
Sick.
We're so
Fabulous.
close.
I never even had that because 2018, if you remember,
Dark era.
Bobby's last year didn't get anything.
From after the Untouchables
Mhm.
until the Orioles, that's like a dark era of when
Right.
there was just no gas
No
in
gas.
the league.
No gas.
Untouchables had a ton of gas.
Yeah.
That was a great season. You'll never
That was
forget
a
it.
fantastic
But
season.
after that, so figure 2015, 16, 17, 18, not a great era.
Right.
You got to win again, by the way.
Yeah.
You got to win in this era.
Yeah. But the O's was a sick team. I'm still really close to those guys.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
How you still in that
Unbelievable.
chat? I have no idea.
But it's a chat that, like, anytime it buzzes, I want to answer it. It's a great game.
Wow.
It's an amazing chat.
We
Okay.
got guys from every
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. For
Yep,
sure.
yep, that's pushover Dano in
Yeah.
that chat over there because
Oh,
they
baby.
jettisoned him out of Baltimore, and yet anytime it buzzes, he's right back
Yep.
in.
I love those
Absolutely.
guys. I love those guys.
Boys, anything else to add before we sign off?
Just happy to be in the league,
Yeah.
man.
5 more
Unbelievable.
days of
Unbelievable,
YMSL, you know?
Well,
We're in a
5 more days of
crowd, 5 more
YMSL hecky. It's great.
Yeah.
5 more days of gun to my heads. My boys always ask me, gun to your head. Would
Gun-
you rather?
rapid fire.
Rapid fire. And like the fact that I could answer that hecky is great.
Yeah.
Really special.
Okay,
Gun
well,
to your head. You win on Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
you
Yeah.
Yeah.
gun to your head,
I
really?
win, yeah.
Yeah.
Gun to your head. Are you winning on Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine you two against each other in the World
Oh
Series.
my God.
With Mike C and Nate B all in the mix.
That's a great guess.
Crazy.
Great
Can we get
guess.
Cat to the field?
We don't want Cat on the field.
What?
Why not?
I don't know.
By the way, where's Chucky been?
We'll get him.
Where's Chucky been?
I
Where's
was
Chucky been?
giving him play-by-play.
That was unbelievable. You got to read the text between Dano.
Bobby
from the
Kassin
Friday
with the
game.
original idea today
Bobby.
to bring back last year's World Series team to play this year. The same clown. I go, Bobby.
Right.
You gotta
Can never
do
let it
something.
happen because
You got to do better than that,
yeah.
honey. Come on, we've
Right.
been hearing this idea for 20 years already. All right, DK of Cold Blooded, Dano of One More Time. Guys, thank you so much.
Great to be here.
And good luck on Friday. I cannot wait.
And Noam, what a league you put together
Noam,
again.
thank you, boys.
You bring so much fire to the league. It's just fabulous.
The truth
Right?
is,
Ditto.
teams,
Yeah. the team's
any of
good.
these teams can win, so it's just so much
Great
fun.
4 teams.
Great 4 teams. Anyone
Are
can
these
win
the best
World
4 teams,
Series.
you think?
I think so.
I think so.
And when there were 5 teams, I think it was the best 5 teams with the Mocas team.
Yeah. agreed.
DX.
Going into that game on Friday,
Right, DX
I
was
said the
from
best
the
5
Knox.
teams,
Yeah.
and they could have won the World Series.
Sure?
Yeah. But then Knox spiraled out of control. Those 5 out of 6 and
Yeah, they spiraled.
But 3 of them to you.
3 of them to us.
They're a tough team. I don't think Sweeney wanted to face them, in my opinion, but who knows? I think it's the 4 best teams left in the league right now, and any of them could win it.
Great.
Any of them
Love
could
it.
win it. Dano, DK, thank you so much, boys.
You got it.
Wow.